Today we'll read about epithelial tissue. Can anyone tell what is the meaning of epithelium? Literal meaning. Epi means above and thelium means tissues. So what is the epithelium? Yes. So epithelium can have a single layer or it can have multiple layers. Okay. It covers the outer surface of our body or the luminous surface of tubular structure. What is the luminous surface? The inner surface of tubular structures. Okay. Or the cavities of the body. So epithelium basically a single layer of cell or multiple layer of cell that covers the outer surface of the body or the luminous surface of tubular structure and the cavities of body. So epithelial tissue will be made up of epithelial cells. Okay, the epithelial cells will be tightly adhered with one another. Okay, definition clear? What is epithelium? See, these are the epithelial cells. Okay, this is a single layer of epithelium and these are epithelial cells. This is the nucleus. Okay. Now, what are the features of epithelium? Now, as I already said, epithelium consists of single layer of cell or multiple layer of cell. And epithelial cells are avascular, means it does not have its own blood supply. So, it cannot derive its nutrition from its own. It has to take help from the surrounding tissue and derive its nutrition by the process of diffusion. You know diffusion? What is diffusion? From higher concentration to lower concentration. Yes. So what are the features of individual epithelial cell? Epithelial cells will rest on a basement membrane. See, this is the basement membrane. Okay. These are the epithelial cells. They are resting on the basement membrane. Okay. Now, as I already told, the cells will be adhered with one another with tight junctions. And epithelium will isolate the deeper structures from the surface environment. And epithelium can show some modification on its surface on the basis of its location. Like ciliated epithelium, cilia, you know what is the cilia? Is it motile or non-motile? Motile. Cilia is motile. So where will be cilia present? Yes. Okay. Yes, and it can be also present in trachea for the movement of the mucus towards the pharynx. For the then movement of ovum. Okay. Then microvilli. Microvilli is motile or non-motile? Non-motile. So its basic function is to increase the absorptive power. So it is present in intestine so that there is more absorption from the digested food. Okay, and it undergoes mitosis. Mitosis means cell division to regenerate that damaged part of the epithelium. So these are the features of epithelial cells. So these are the epithelial cells. This is the basement membrane on which the epithelial cell is lying, and this is the nucleus. Okay. So now what is a basement membrane? Basement membrane is basically a layer of extracellular matrix. Okay, this entire one is the basement membrane. Basement membrane staining has been taught to you, right? What is H&E staining? What does H stands for? Hematoxylin, and E? Eosin. Nucleus is stained with hematoxylin. Cytoplasm is stained with eosin. Which one is acidic? Which one is basic? Eosin is acidic. Okay. So with H&E staining, we cannot see the basement membrane. So we use a specialized stain which is known as the PAS stain or periodic acid skip. It is used for staining the basement membrane. Okay. Now under electron microscope, there are two layers of basement membrane. This one is the basal lamina. These two layers will constitute the basal lamina, and this one is the reticular lamina. So two parts of basement membrane. This one is the basal lamina and this one is the reticular lamina. Basal lamina is further divided into superficial lamina lucida and deep lamina densa. Clear? Two layers of basement membrane, basal lamina and reticular lamina. Basal lamina further divided into lamina lucida and lamina densa. Okay? So lucida and densa both will have collagen fibers. type 4 collagen fibers, and reticular lamina will have type 7 collagen fibers. You can see here in the diagram, reticular lamina is having type 7 collagen fibers. Okay, clear? Layers of basement membrane. See, this is the basement membrane. 2 layers: basal lamina, superficial basal lamina, and deep reticular lamina. Okay, the epithelial cells are resting on the basement membrane. And here is the connective tissue. Okay, so basement membrane connects the epithelium with that of the connective tissue. Clear? Okay. Now, what are the functions of basement membrane? As I already told, it will obviously support the epithelial cells, overlying epithelial cells, and it will also separate the epithelium from the connective tissue. Okay, and it acts as a selective barrier. Means what is the meaning of selective barrier? Certain substances to pass through it and restrict the other, and it also helps in the regeneration of epithelium after injury. Clear? Functions of basement membrane. Next is, what are the functions of epithelium? So on the basis of their location, they have different types of functions, like protection. Can you give me one example of protection? Skin. Okay, barrier, as I already told, it will allow some lipid soluble substances to pass through it and restrict, like it restricts the entry of viruses. Okay, absorption in, yes, secretion and excretion. Secretion, it helps to secrete various hormones or enzymes. Like in salivary gland, it helps to secrete saliva. Okay, sensory perception, like olfactory perception, taste perception. Okay, so these are the functions of epithelium. Now, epithelial cells. So on the basis of shape, epithelial cells can be squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. Squamous means the cells will be flattened. Okay, the height will be less than the width. Cuboidal means height and width of same. Columnar means the height is much more than the width. Okay, so there are 3 types: squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. Now, surfaces or domains of epithelial cells. So it has a single epithelial cell will have 3 surfaces. This is the apical surface. Okay, it is facing the outer environment. This is the apical surface. This is the basal surface, which is lying on the basement membrane. Okay, and this is the lateral surface, which is attached with the subsequent epithelial cells. Okay, so this is apical surface, which is facing the external environment. This is the basal surface lying on the basement membrane, and this is the lateral surface, which is attached with, you have read about cell junctions. Okay, so it is attached by various cell junctions with the adjacent epithelial cell. This is the lateral surface of the particular epithelial cell. Clear? Apical, basal, and lateral. Okay, so can you see some projections or folds? Okay, so they are basically more in those cells which perform active transport. Okay, so why? Because mitochondria are present in this folds. Okay, so they provide energy which is required for the active transport. Clear? So apical layer, basal layer, and lateral. Now, epithelial cells classification. They are classified on the basis of layers of epithelial cells and the shape of the cells facing the free surface of the epithelium. Now, layers of cells, how they are classified. So, if a epithelium consists of only single layer of cell or unilayer, it will be called simple epithelium. Okay, one layer of epithelial cell is simple. If it contains more than one layer, then stratified. Okay, 2 clear: simple epithelium, stratified epithelium. Single layer of cell simple and multiple layer is stratified. Okay, now in simple layer, if those cells are flat cells or like flattened, then it will be called simple squamous epithelium. If the height and the width are of equal, then cuboidal. If height is more than the width, then columnar. Clear? If single layer of cells, simple epithelium. If more than one, stratified. If those cells in simple epithelium, if those cells are flattened, it is squamous. If height and width are equal, then it is cuboidal. If height is more than the width, then it is columnar. Now multiple layered. Okay. Now always in case of multi-layered epithelium, we have to see the shape of the surface epithelial cells. and then we'll name it. Okay, if the surface epithelial cells are flattened, then stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, if it is columnar, then stratified columnar epithelium, like this. Now what is transitional epithelium? The surface layer will be umbrella shaped, okay, or dome shaped. Then it will be called transitional epithelium in bladder, okay, in urinary bladder. Now what is pseudo stratified epithelium? Pseudo means false. So it appears that the epithelium is multiple layered, but actually it is single layer. Because the nucleus are at different height, that's why it's giving the appearance of a stratified epithelium. So one layer of cell simple, more than one stratified. So in simple, if the cells are flattened, then simple squamous. If cuboidal, then simple cuboidal. If columnar, then simple columnar. Okay, and stratified, we have to see always the shape of the surface epithelial cells. Okay, like you can see here, unilayer, that is why simple. Okay, the cells are flattened, so simple squamous. Okay, here the cells are in the shape of a cube, height and width equal, so simple cuboidal. Here height is more than the width, so simple columnar. What is this? Basement membrane. Okay. Okay. Now, as you can see, more than one layer of cells, so stratified. Okay. Here the superficial cells are flattened, so stratified squamous. Cuboidal, so stratified cuboidal, and these are columnar, so stratified columnar. Now see, this is the pseudo stratified columnar epithelium. You can see that single layer of cell only. Okay, but the nucleus are at different levels. Can you see? So it is giving the appearance of a stratified, but basically it is not stratified. Okay, it is a single layer of epithelial cells. Okay. Now what is this epithelium? It will be simple or stratified? Stratified. What are this? Which cell you have to see? This cell or this cells? You have to see the shape of these cells. Okay. So you can see the uppermost layer of flattened nucleated cell. So which epithelium? Stratified squamous epithelium. Here stratified squamous or stratified columnar, which one? Squamous. Okay, and here the cells are umbrella shaped, so it is transitional epithelium. Okay, so as I already told, on the basis of their shape, there are three types: squamous, cuboidal and columnar. Now your topic is simple squamous and simple cuboidal epithelium. Okay. Now simple squamous epithelium, simple, so one layer of cell. Okay. Now the cytoplasm, as you already told, cytoplasm is stained with eosin and nucleus is stained with hematoxylin. Okay. Now from surface view, this is the surface view. The cells are appearing irregular. Okay. But if we take a section, it will appear flattened. Can you see the flattened cells? Flattened epithelial cells. Okay. Now, the epithelial cells in case of simple squamous are very thin. So, substances can easily pass through those epithelial cells. So, they are mainly involved in the function of transport, diffusion of gases, such kind of functions. Okay. Now, what are the places where simple squamous epithelium can be found? Alveoli of lungs, some part of renal tubules and internal ear. Mesothelium means the lining epithelium of cavities, of coelomic cavities like pericardial heart, pleura and peritoneum. Endothelium, the lining epithelium of blood vessels and lymphatics is known as endothelium. And endocardium, the lining epithelium of heart. So these are the places where simple squamous epithelium can be found. Now this is the diagram of simple squamous epithelium. These are the nucleus, these are the epithelial cells, okay, flattened epithelial cells. Now simple cuboidal epithelium. So simple cuboidal, again simple, so one layered. Cuboidal, the height and the width are of equal, so cuboidal epithelium. In case of simple cuboidal epithelium, the nucleus will be centrally placed. Okay, the nucleus will be centrally placed and it will produce a bulging on the cell surface. Okay, and again from surface view, the cells will appear irregular, and if you take a section, they will appear cuboidal. Okay, now function functions are absorption, excretion, secretion. So these are the functions of simple cuboidal epithelium. Okay, and location: follicles of thyroid gland, smaller ducts of exocrine gland, germinal epithelium of ovary, choroid plexus. What does choroid plexus secrete? Where are they present? They secrete CSF. What is CSF? Cerebrospinal fluid. Okay. Inner surfaces of lens of eyeball, pigment cell layer of retina, and proximal convoluted tubules. So these are the places where simple cuboidal epithelium can be found. So this is the histological slide of a thyroid follicle. Okay. So these are the follicles. These are the cuboidal epithelium. This is the nucleus. This is the cytoplasm. Nucleus. What will be the color of nucleus? Purple. You know, cytoplasm is pink. Okay. So see, these are the what is this? Basement membrane. Okay. This is the basement membrane. These are the epithelial cells. Clear? Simple squamous, simple cuboidal. Okay. This is the histological picture which we'll see inside the microscope. Same thing is shown here. Okay. So the exact same thing we'll see through the microscope. Now this is the slide of a kidney. Okay. So can you see these cells here? These small cells. Purple color, can you see? What is the purple color? Nucleus. Okay. And these flattened cells, can you see? Okay, this individual cells, each cell having one nucleus. So this is squamous cell. This is simple squamous epithelium. Okay, these cells. Okay, and can you see the cells here? Each cell having one nucleus. These are simple cuboidal epithelium. Okay, the exact same thing we'll see through the slide. So this will be shown in your exam. You have to identify the cells. Okay, you have to see through the microscope and identify what is this. Okay, so these are simple squamous epithelium and this is cuboidal epithelium. Okay.